Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome to some more of our Modded Madden franchise. Big episode. We clinched the first seed. We went through. We're going to be playing the Cowboys in this one, so we're going to preview the Cowboys, and then we have a mock draft 3. We can see where everyone's moved, fallen, what it could be. Let's preview this Cowboys game first, and then we'll look at... Actually, no. Let's look at the NFL draft in the mock draft order. For mock 3, we'll say the Saints will go for the quarterback first overall. Caden Proctor. Now that one's an interesting one. Caden Proctor, left tackle for the Browns. That's a good one. Anthony Hill to the pass. TJ Parker to the Commanders. As we're rolling through here, Keon Saab, the safety out of Alabama, goes to the Chiefs pretty high there. Caleb Downs is projected to go 11th. I think he's out of our range. And the other guy that we're looking like, Amari Campbell, that's going to go to 12. So those are not even remotely for us. For our division, they say Braylon Shelby, Zachariah Branch, and DJ Hicks in order from Vikings, Packers, and Lions. Okay. As we're going through, there's Francois Mayanawa from, probably mispronounced that, from Miami. That could have been a good one. Spencer Fano out of Utah. Jalen Kilgore will go 27th. Well, I do not think Dylan Thieneman out of Purdue is our best one. All right, so let's preview the Cowboys. Their injuries. They'll be without Breeden Daniels at left tackle. CeeDee Lamb is out for a week. That is an insane one. He got a broken thumb, probably trying to catch a football or colliding with someone in week 17. Jonathan Mingo is out for the season with the torn rotator cuff. So is Micah Parsons. He's out for the rest of the season. Wes Schweitzinger, dislocated knee at right guard. He's out to the conference. And Tyler Smith is out. Ooh. That's wow. All right. Dak Prescott will be the 15th rated quarterback in the league. Their running backs are 23rd, led by Ashton Jeanty, Deuce Vaughn, Hunter Lepke as the fullback. Receivers, 16th right now with Elijah Moore, Isaiah Bond, and Devin Duvernay because of some injuries. Tight end, 19th in the league, Jake Ferguson and Griffin Jordan. And in line, 20th in the league, Cam Robinson, Dalton Reisner, Cooper Beebe, Luke Kadra, and Tyler Guyton. So having to have some reserve guys there. Not great. This defense, though, is really good. Besides, the linebacking core is currently being overhauled, I believe. Defensive line, 6th in the league. DeMarcus Lawrence in his 11th year. Mozzie Smith, Greg Gaines, and Marshawn Nealand. And then in the linebackers, 31st in the league, Marius Luafau, Anthony Walker, and Damon Clark. And then in the secondary, 19th in the league, DeRon Bland, Trevon Diggs, Jabbar Muhammad, the rookie out of Oregon. He's going to turn into a fine player as time goes on. Lee Cooker and Richie Grant. Welcome back, guys. It is divisional round after the bye week. We're going to take on the Cowboys. I'm actually hyped. This is the first playoff game since the Bears were in the Mac Nagy era. I think it was 2018. They did have a playoff berth, I think, in 2020, which, well, the Saints completely destroyed them. And, well, that was the thing. Here out in the snow today, though, we're going to try to prove everyone wrong. Best team in the NFC, and we need to prove it. Today we'll be going up against Dak Prescott in this very daunted pass rush with Micah Parsons. And we'll see a little bit of Ashton Genty as well. So we'll kick it off. We will receive the ball first. Taking it out of the end zone. We're going to take a knee there. It's going to be a little bit difficult to see the lines in the field, but we'll kind of work with it here as Caleb coming out here to run this offense. 4,600 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 18 interceptions. I think that's still a pretty good year for at least me in Madden. So we're going to start off here, hand off to Swift off the left side for a gain of 6. The live formation, play action, looking, going to dump it off to Swift. He does stay in bounds, but only picks up 2. Actually, they're going to say 3, but Scatterboo up the middle for the first down to the 47. Swift again, play action, looking, moving around the pocket, flushed out, going to slide it just past midfield of the 46. Looking here, dropping back, looking, going right side, that's overthrown, intended for Romadunze. Looking around here, Williams going to run for this one past the 40 and slide down at the 34. Play action. Looking around the field, going to roll out to the right side. No one there. He's going to throw it out of bounds. And we need some positive plays here. Blitz is picked up. Looking, going right side. Cole Kmet for the first down and then some, breaking a tackle. Trying to break another one down to the 13. Dropping back, looking, quick pass over the middle to DJ Moore for a gain of 4. No, not trying to rhyme, but the live formation to Scatterboo and good strong run, making a 1st and goal from the 3. Swift checks back in, trying to get the touchdown, and he's a yard short. Again, handoff to Swift, trying to beat his man on the outside, and well, that's not going to happen. 3rd and goal. Williams dropping back, looking, flushed out of the pocket. Really trying to fight in there, and they'll say he crosses it when he hits the ground. This is going to be a touchdown for Chicago. We strike first, and it's Caleb Williams in a rushing touchdown. Remember, he had like 10 or 11 rushing touchdowns on top of the passing touchdowns he had. So over 40 combined touchdowns for Caleb this season, and he's continuing that trend. Out comes Dak Prescott. He's going to be without CeeDee Lamb today, but Isaiah Bond will be his main wideout. 4,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, and 16 interceptions. So, Dak out of the shotgun. Going to hand it off here left side to Ashton Genty for 4. A little movement in the backfield, hand off again. And this is going to be bottled up at first, but able to make the move to the outside. It's Isaiah Spiller for the big gain. Again, this time, Ashton Genty, nowhere to go there. Loss of 2. That's Brisker and Gordon in there. Dak dropping back, going over the middle, going to find his man down at the 38. 3rd and 1. Handoff. Genty on the outside, trying to get the first down. They'll give it to him. Baker with the stop. Spiller checks in, handoff right side, and this time, clean tackle by Baker. Empty backfield set. Dak looking, move around the pocket, and down he goes. It's going to be Montez Sweat. That's going to make it a 3rd and long 19. Dropping back, max protect, going right side, looking for Genty, and thrown just kind of out of bounds there. And that's a good standout for this Bears defense, but we're trapped back to our 7. That's an overthrow. Probably could have been a good gain. Williams getting out of the end zone, fighting for the first down to get him some yards. Give me a handoff to Swift up the middle. Those hard to gain yards. Swift isn't big on that, but he is doing it. Trying to bounce it out on 2nd and 6, and that only gains 3. Dropping back, looking, flushed out of the pocket, trying to get it to Jaden Ott. We're going to go for it here a little bit, and that's over to Romadunze. We're going to get the first down, but he puts the ball on the ground. The ball is put on the ground there. There is an injury on the field for the Cowboys. It's Hamilton. He will go back in the locker room, and the turnover will be upheld. So even after converting that 4th down, we still turn it over. So dropping back after that loss of 2. Dak hit as he throws by Sweats, and I'll make it a 3rd and 12. Dropping back. Pressure's there again, and down he goes. It's Amula Melon. Let's go, baby. And we're back to being crowded on our end zone. From the 8 after a gain of 3, looking. We're going to throw it out of bounds there. We don't want to take the sack. 3rd and 7. Set up a screen. Run a little back shoulder. Swift goes inside. He should have went outside for the first down. We're going to go for it. We're going to hand it off to Scattaboo. He's not going to get there. And we turn it over on downs again. Well, not again, but turn it over back to the Cowboys in a short field. Genty with a gain of 6. Spiller. Play action. Dak is going to go out to Spiller there. Jalen Johnson meets him, breaks the tackle, and it's going to be a 1st and goal from the 1. Hand off to Smiller. He's stopped in the backfield. They're going to say it is no gain. And there it is. Looking for Sanborn, trying to put pressure, and it's not there as well. Handoff, though. It's Ashton Genty. Wow. Can't say his name today, but that's a touchdown. And well, Caleb takes that hit, says incomplete pass. We go it off the Swift left side for only 1. And a drop back looking. Gonna go short to Romadunze. He's gonna be well short of the first down. We're gonna punt it back. The Cowboys starting from the 18. Off Dak's back foot under pressure, incomplete. Blitz is there. It's a receiver screen on the outside. He's gonna make a move. And that's a good gain. Don't make a 3rd and 1. Spiller pitch outside. First man's there and cleaned up by Montez Sweat. Punted back to Chicago. Dropping back. Williams going for look like Harrison, but just misses him. Set up a screen here. Swift looking the outside, bobbing it back in the middle. Good block downfield by Campbell, and that's going to be down at the 47. So Lawson from a special teams play will be out, so we have to pay attention to that. Scattaboo navigating some traffic for the first down. Man in motion right side is Komet, drop back looking. Gonna find his man out of the backfield. It is Swift for the first down. Man in motion left side is Skymore this time. He's gonna get the reception and move. Well, to the line scrimmage by 4 yards. Hand off Scattaboo up the middle, stopped. And it's a 3rd and 5 empty backfield. Looking, has time and throws it. Yes, I know. I threw a pick to DeMarcus Lawrence in coverage. I never saw him drop back. And DeMarcus Lawrence has an interception. Well, a handoff to Ashton Genty left side, and that is going to be a gain of 9. Handoff again to Genty. Hits. Dexter can't make that play in the backfield. It's a first down. Handoff to Spiller. Spiller hits. Spins off that tackle down after 2. Trying to set up a screen. It's there. Genty bouncing at the outside as the first down and a couple more as we get the 2-minute warning. Dropping back. Dak looking downfield. Gonna pitch it out to Genty left side. Gordon's there with the stop. Little offsets going deep. He has a man. It's gonna be caught by Isaiah Bond, and Isaiah Bond puts on the Jets. And Jalen Johnson is absolutely cooked there. Not something you see from the all-pro corner. And the rookie, well, puts him up by 7. Minute 23 left, though. We can strike. Moving around here. We're not going to strike with that one. This is a sack up the middle. Make it a 2nd 15. Play action. Looking deep. Looking, no one's there. We're going to throw it out of bounds. Empty backfield set, dropping back. Looking, hit as he throws, and it's a 3 and out. Just trying to stop Dallas from getting yet another touchdown here. Going over the middle to Isaiah Bond for a gain of 8. Dropping back, quick throw, right side, and finds his man. I think that's Ferguson for the first down, the tight end. Dropping back, finds Genty, big, strong, stiff arm down in the Bears territory to the 31. Clock is ticking, 25 seconds left. Looking, Dak going for it all and misses his man, overthrown. Dropping back, Dak looking, gonna go over the middle, a little bit of a delayed blitz there, finds his receiver. They're gonna call their final timeout here. Could be the last play of this quarter. And he's gonna throw it out of bounds. It's kind of grounding, but it's not really a thing for the AI, and He puts it down the middle. It is a 10-point game going into the half. Maybe we can get something here quick. Going over the middle. That's DJ Moore. Quick strike. We take a timeout. We're going to have a play deep. Looking. And there's Micah Parsons. Micah freaking Parsons off the edge, making a great play. And we can't get the ball off. Remember, though, it's also going to be Dallas's ball coming into half. So we need to get some type of turnover or a stop here. We can't allow this to go up to 24-7, and this just gets worse as the day goes on. So here it is. Dak, first possession, first play action. Looking, he's going to find his man, Isaiah Bond, breaking a tackle down at the 46. Genty in the backfield, tight end left side. It's going to be a handoff left side, and that's going to be stopped. Only gain of 1. Going to be another handoff to Genty. This time he has some blocks, and that's going to be a close 3rd and 1. Spiller's there. Spiller gets it out of the backfield. And it's TJ Edwards with the big tackle. They're going to go for it on 4th and 1. Empty backfield. We blitz, and, well, it's Isaiah Bond. That's a first down. Live formation with Genty up the middle for 4. A little I formation again. Tight end left side is going to be handed off, and we get that one stopped. 3rd and 4. Empty backfield set. Looking. Dak has nothing but time. Finds his man. Fights to get it, and we fight harder, and we prevent a touchdown, or they continue that drive. It is a field goal. It's 20-7. Dropping back on 2nd down, rolling out right side. Has some room there. At the 50, he's going to slide down exactly at the 50. And the Bears were trying to claw back. Quick throw up the middle for Scadaboo, and that is incomplete. Dropping back. Looking. Has time. Finds his man Swift. That's going to be a 3rd and 5. Dropping back. Trying to set up a screen. It's there. Swift on the outside. He takes the outside route this time to get the first down. Smart play. And a smart first down. From the 38 of the Cowboys. Finds his man DJ Moore a little bit low and behind him, but he does make the grab. A bunch formation right side, handoff Swift, and nothing. Empty backfield set. Blitz is picked up. Looking around and just ran into a sack there. It's 4th and 9. We're going to go for it. It's 20-7. We have nothing to lose here. We're going to go over the middle. That's DJ Moore. They're going to mark him short. We are going to challenge this because it looks like it's a very, very close play. It could be marked right at the line, and they're going to say he has it. So continue on this drive. That might have been the challenge of the day, or decision of the day, after that's a gain of 3. Trying to get back into this one, stepping up in the pocket, moving around. Williams taking the outside, will have 4, and it's 3rd and 3. Man in motion. Play action to Scadaboo. Going over. Cole Kmet's there. First down, and down at the 7. 1st and goal. Dropping back. Quick throw right side. It's Odell Beckham checking in. The longtime vet giving us a couple of big snaps. That's one of them. He has a touchdown. Remember, Luther Burden is out with an injury. We maybe needed 10 snaps from him all game. And we got one good snap from Odell Beckham there. Dak here going right side. That looks like not a great throw right at his feet. Little trips far left. Throw over the middle. Breaking a tackle. And we quickly rattle the football. 3rd and 4. Looking. And no one picks up Genty out of the backfield. Either he's lost in traffic. I don't know what happened there. Spiller's going to get this one on the outside. We take him down quickly. There's Watts, the rookie, after 2. Going to be a handoff to Genty. Has nothing but room into the red zone to the 19. We need something to stop this offense. Pitch out left side, and we are there. Stops in the backfield with a loss of 1. And off actually play action to Spiller. Looking deep. Looking for the end zone, and it's a comeback route. Isaiah Bond down at the 4. We need a good goal line stand, and we get a good start to it with Sweat in his 2nd sack of the day. Handoff to Genty, and Sweat's there with a good run stop from the 8. Spiller in the backfield. Looking, quick throw over the middle, and Bond trying to fight there, and we tackle him into the end zone. They're going to go for 2 here, and Spiller's going to break that tackle, but not get that extra point. So it is only a 12-point game. Quick throw right side, Cole Kmet. As we go into the fourth quarter, we need some big plays on both sides of the football. Looking here, Williams going to roll out, get the first down, move the chains. Actually, they're going to mark him short, 3rd and inches. Dropping back, looking, quick throw over the middle, and that is to DJ Moore, first down. Out of the shotgun, looking, going over the middle, and that's a deep in route to Romadunze for a big gain down to the 19. Dropping back, looking, forced out of the pocket, and it's DeMarcus Lawrence with the pressure. That's right, it's Lawrence on the edge. We're going to throw it to Swift out of the backfield, trying to make it a 3rd and manageable 9. Dropping back, looking, little man coverage downfield, and that man coverage is not going to matter against Cole Kmet. He had a big catch earlier in the season when it was 1-on-1 for a game-winning catch. He has one to close it down to a 5-point game. This defensive stand could be crucial. Spiller right side, Baker's there with his 10th tackle and a gain of 3. Handoff left side, edge is set, but it doesn't matter as his man's off to the races. I'm not sure who that is. That's our 3rd or 4th running back on that, and that's a good gain. We might see some changes here in Isaiah Spiller actually leaving a 2nd 9 after that gain of a yard. It's thrown out of bounds. Here it is, 3rd and a long 9. Empty backfield set, looking, has time, going for it all. It's tipped. Bond tries to make a play on it, but luckily it's not in that NCAA game I had where it's a tip and a catch and a touchdown. But that could have been a touchdown if the defender caught that one at the line. Here trying to set up a screen, and we have to run away from pressure. Caleb hit out of bounds. 3rd and 3, empty backfield set. Looking here. Going to be a hit as he throws. He's going to get it through, and DJ Moore with a first down. Dropping back. Looking, step up. Contested play to Cole Kmet, and he drops it. Dropping back again. Caleb trying to get something. Finds his man wide open. It's Romadunze to the 50 and down to the 44. Clock is ticking. Bears just want to keep this drive going. He's going to pressure on the edge, and Williams going to fight for that 7 yards. Scatterby in the backfield, going to be a handoff. Going to bounce off a couple of players, but still not going to get the first down. On 3rd and 2, handoff. Swift fights forward in the first down. We're going to click the 2-minute warning. Dropping back, quick throw. Cole Kmet trying to fight for the yards, and he's going to have it. And we're going to let this clock tick down as we get further and further towards the goal line. We want to be not leaving a lot of time here. Swift out of the backfield gets it inside the 10 to the 5. Clock is still ticking. Williams dropping back, looking, going to roll out, and down he goes at the 3. We're going to take a timeout here. Dropping back, looking, has time, rolling around, going to find Swift out of the backfield. He's taking down at the 6. It's 3rd and goal, our 2nd timeout. Dropping back, Caleb, flush out of the pocket. Flush out of the pocket, breaks the tackle, reaches forward, and Caleb Williams into the end zone, baby. It's going to still matter because we need a 2-point conversion. But as of right now, as it stands, we have taken the lead after coming up from a 20-7 deficit in a big game like this. Caleb reaching across the goal line, and here it is. Dropping back. A little bit of a max protect. That's caught by Scott, and it's Tyler Scott coming through with the 2-point conversion. Dak with 16 seconds left needs to get into field goal position. Looking, pressure is there. He's going to run it out and slide, taking a timeout. 8 seconds left. Maybe one more play. We're in a prevent deep zone. Looking, going to throw it right side. That's caught, and they will say it's inbounds. We can't challenge that. So it'll set up this long throw. for the game, and it's knocked down. Looks like maybe by Tyreek Stevenson or Watson there, and we will win the first playoff game since I believe 2008, and that actually would be 2006 in that Super Bowl run. Big game here, coming up from that 20-7 in the snow. Montez Sweat with 2 sacks. We had the pressures when we need it. Caleb 2 rushing touchdowns. Odell Beckham coming in. So without further ado, let's hand it off to Stat Dark. Another late game win. The Cardiac Bears. I know the Cardiac Cats were for the Bengals, I think from the 80s or 70s. And the Cardiac Bears. Just wow. We put it in Caleb Williams' hands. He gets it done. Probably some stupid decisions to go for it here and there, but hey, it happens. Caleb Williams, 27 of 41, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 258 in the air. Dak, 19 of 29, 226, 2 touchdowns, 4 rushing. Swift, 24 yards off 11 carries, but he just couldn't get it done. But Caleb, moving around a pocket, scrambling when there's nothing there. 11 rushes, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. Cowboys, Genty gets 15 carries, 64 yards and a touchdown. Spiller, 8 carries, 33 yards. So trying to get Genty involved more and more. Isaiah Bond, buck 15 in the air, 2 touchdowns. Genty had 59 off 5 receptions. For us, it's Swift with 72 out of 10 receptions. It's a snow day, so it's just what happens. Cole Kmet, 69 yards and a touchdown. Odell coming in, did get banged up in this one. We'll see if he's all right, but does get 1 catch for 7 yards and a touchdown. In the blocking, Campbell gave up 2 sacks, and Braxton Jones gave up 1. Cam Robinson gave up 1 for them. Defensively, Jabir Muhammad at corner has the most tackles for them, then Overshown in the middle. PFLs, it's Demarcus Lawrence doing absolute work in the middle. 1.5 sacks for him, 1.5 for Nealon. Interception by Lawrence. I just threw that in coverage. I didn't even see him. I didn't see that he came off the line and went into coverage. Baker with 13 tackles, Edwards with 10, and Brisker with 10. TFL, Sweat has 3. He's good against the run. 2 sacks by Montez Sweat, 1 by Amula Mellon. No interceptions. It was a great day. And let me get my highlight. We'll go to the next week, and well, it was just an insane game. So here we go. Divisional round recap. The 49ers beat down the Eagles, getting revenge, I think, from last season. In real life, at least. 41-28. Big game by the 49ers. And it's just going to be a difficult game, I think, when we take them on. Chargers beat down the Dolphins. We saw that in the ticker. And then the Jags, with the rookie Cam Ward making his way to the conference championship. They'll face off against the Chargers. What is this? The Jags might be in the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. CD Lamb comes back, but we knock out the Cowboys, so that's the end of it. Top performers, Caleb Williams in there twice because he is amazing. Khalil Mack is in there. Isaiah Bond had a good day. Genty, Tua, Goose Egg. Tyreek Hill was not great. Injury reports. Any big injuries? Christian McCaffrey, torn labrum. He's getting 32-33, so he's dealing with injuries all over the place. And then Guerrero had a ruptured disc. Okay, that's a lot. And a couple of released there by the Cowboys. to look at the 49ers. We'll be playing at home for this one. We are not favored in this one. They are the best turnover team in the league. Okay, protect the football. That is the name of the game. Protect the football. When we look at this, did we play them already? Have we? We did. We played them earlier in the year. Purdy put up almost 400 yards. Touchdown, interception. Zach Moss had 21 yards on the ground. This is Juwan Jennings, right? Yeah, Juwan Jennings had 100 yards in the air. Ayuk had 95. Cowing with 70. A touchdown by Cowing. We had Caleb 16-24, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Scadaboo kind of carried this one, 22 carries, 83 yards. Luther Burden had 4 receptions for 84, touchdowns by Komet and DJ Moore. On the defensive side, we had 2 sacks, Darnell Taylor and Emil Mellon. They had Warner had a sack for them. Lenore had that interception. Stevenson had one. That was the one in the corner. That's right. That was the one in the corner. And we came away with that one. So I'm expecting another hard-fought game here. Looking at their injuries, over a lot of their guys, no one's come back. Well, actually, they had more people that are out. So we'll look at that when we go through. Statistically, Brock Purdy banged up a couple times this year, but 21 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. I mean, still a very good team. McCaffrey's been bouncing around with injuries all season. Ayuk just shy of 100 catches. Debo has been out for a while as well, finally getting up to speed. I think in like week 15, a couple weeks after we had played them. Sack wise, Javon Hargrave with 10. Otherwise, nothing to really report there. Ronaldo Green has 5 interceptions. Okay, that's a big one as well. We're gonna have to worry about that. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Next episode is the game against the 49ers. We'll have fun. We'll see what happens. And hopefully we can take this one and punch our card to the Super Bowl. Later, guys.